Hey there, it's me again, going through my vinyl once again, and I've got a couple of letters for you today. I've got K and L of my vinyl to go through. So yeah, you can imagine there's not that many K's, is there? But let's see what I have. Starting off, Danish death metal. I believe they're Danish. Pretty sure they are. Conqueror. I think they were on that. I think I first discovered these on that compilation Fuck You, We're From Denmark, Volume 1. And bands like oh, I knew I was gonna forget it. As soon as I went to say it, I knew I was going to forget the name. Yeah, lots of other bands from Denmark, basically. One beginning with I, whose name I always forget when it comes to talking about them. What is that band beginning with I? Oh, damn my brain. Anyway, Conqueror. Yeah, right, and then obviously with K, if you haven't got any Creator in your collection, then you're a cunt. That's all spelled with K's, by the way. Collection and cunt, both spelled with K's. Hope I pronounced them properly. Right, so yeah, of course, here we go. Endless Pain. Starting off with old classic. More good stuff. Pleasure to Kill. Awesome cover, that one. Look at that other cover. Okay. So Out of the Dark Into the Light, is it, that one? Yeah. Rather unfortunate head. I'm assuming it's just the top of her head and there's no body underneath it. Never too sure. Or maybe it's something emerging from a river of blood, I don't know. Yeah. Out of the dark, into the light. Bit of Quality Creator. Again, that's quality of a K. I'm going through Kerrang syndrome today. So it's Quality Creator. Yeah. Extreme Aggression. There you go. Have a look at the back. Don't know why. Sometimes it's interesting. Right. I was talking, that guy, it was kind of a bit like a yeah, what's he called? A mascot for them, wasn't he? Has he actually got a name, that fellow in there? Because he's on quite a few of their covers. I'm not sure he's on all their covers, but he's on enough of them to think that he'd be named somehow. Like here he is on the back with Creator on his chest, carved into his chest. But like, you know, you got Rattlehead, Vic Rattlehead from Megadeth, and you got Eddie from Iron Maiden. I just wondered if this guy, this demonic mascot, had a nickname. But yeah, I'm never too sure about that. I'm sure he must have, but I just don't happen to know what it is. If you do know what his name is, put it in the comments, because I want to know. Coma of Souls, there is that monstery thing again, but with his head emptied out and some vision of hell going on inside it. Coma of Souls. Jolly good album. I mean, Creator was one of those bands that never brought out shit, to be honest. The closest I would say they came to bringing out shit, at least in my mind, and only for a little while, was this one, Renewal. When this first came out, it was such a big departure from what they had been before that it was like, for a while, it was like, what the hell? Then after giving it a couple of listens, you're like, oh, actually, no, this is fucking good. So yeah, it was a big jump from that last album to this one, and it did get a lot of people thinking and wondering what the hell was going on, but it was fucking good though. It was a really cool album. This still stands up to this day. You know, it's different from the rest of their stuff, and I think after this, there may be a couple of not quite so good ones after this as well, but they're most then, yeah. But I can't remember. There was one or two that were okay, but nothing mind blowing. But then I think they're back to their usual best, and back to their really cool stuff again recently with their most recent releases. I've got a lot of flashing coming off of this today. It's just quite annoying. There's been a lot of flashy, speckly bits on the. Some weird reflections going on. But yeah, hopefully you got a good enough picture of that one anyway. Creator. Well, this is a really cool band as well. They only had the one album out. I think they've sort of split up, but they come back again, and I'm not sure if they're still going now, if they brought anything else out in the end. I think they did a more updated version of this same album, Annihilation. And this is Kubla Khan. Features one of the guys that used to, I think he was in Megadeth right early on. Let's see if I can remember what his name is now. Who is it? I'm not sure one of these guys was in Megadeth. Might have been Greg Handivit. I'm not sure now. Really can't remember. I'm sure that's what I recall. One of the guys from this band was in Megadeth, I think, for very little time. But this is a really cool album. This is really good. I like this one. Yeah, check it out if you haven't already. You know, get a chance. Give this one a listen. It's really cool thrash metal actually. Speed thrash, good stuff. Right, then on to the L's. We've got a little bit of Lars Rocket, another cool thrash band. Got some decent tracks. Some of the stuff isn't so memorable, but they've got a few standout hits as well, like Fire in the Hole, Chasing Charlie's pretty cool. But yeah, Holiday in Cambodia is a cover version, but it's a bloody good cover and it's a cool song. Cool artwork as well. I'm not sure if I ever saw these guys live or not. That's the trouble with me and my brain. I can't remember shit really. I can't remember shit. Right, Lars Rocket. Very strange name as well. What was that? I remember it's named after a rocket launcher in it, some kind of rocket propelled grenade kind of thing, but I can't remember. LARS, I think, is the original thing. Land Air something, fucking, I don't know. Some kind of rocket launcher is what it's named after, apparently. Boobies on the back there. Look, boobies. Boobies! Yeah. I know you like to see boobies. Probably. Right, more Lars Rocket. There's another guy on the front there who's a bit of an emblem for them, isn't he? He's on the front of this one as well. Is he on the first one? I think he is. No, there's a different kind of character on the front of that one. It's like a mad scientist on the front of the first one. And then you've got this soldier guy. I think that's actually a Lars Rocket video, isn't there? Like on MTV or something like that. And they had Sting, the wrestler, playing this guy, basically. On one of their videos. I can't remember what song it was. It might be Fire in the Hole, actually. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's worth checking out. Also, if you like your horror movies, these guys have got a track on the Chainsaw Massacre 3. The original Chainsaw Massacre 3. Not the... It's probably been a remake of 3. I'm not sure. There's quite so many Chainsaw Massacres now. The reboot's come up to the third one now as well, I think. So it's not that one. Anyway, it's the original Chainsaw Massacre 3, and they've got a track called Leatherface on it, which is really cool as well, actually. Check that out if you get a chance. Right, now, next in L, we have Metal Duck. What do you mean? Metal Duck is an L? Oh, that's alright, it's got Lawnmower Death on the back. It's a split, basically. Lawnmower Death and Metal Duck. A bit of punk, thrash, crossover, silliness, really, from the UK scene. So I think this is Lawnmower Death's first bit of vinyl. I think they had a couple of demos before this, actually. And Metal Duck are quite cool as well. They've got one track on here, although there's a lot of it silly stuff like Rod, Jane and Freddie's Noise Destruction and stuff like that. There's a track on here called Stepping Stone to Hell, which is fucking awesome. It's got fucking really good fucking guitar parts on it. It's got really cool vocals on it as well. Like the way it flows along with the bloody track. I just fucking love it. It's a really, really good song. I fucking... yeah, I thought I should come back and No, actually, don't bother coming back and re-recording that song because it wouldn't work. It's the rawness and it's the attitude that's on this version, you know, probably couldn't be repeated. But yeah, but they're both good fun anyway. Obviously, Lawnmower Death's still going now. They've got a gig in December that I am considering getting a ticket for. Not so much for Lawnmower Death because I have seen them at least once since they reformed. But Reanimator are on that bill, and I really want to check out Reanimator before they fucking, you know, decide to call it a day for good, which would be a pain because it means I would have missed them. So I must get off my arse and fucking make sure I get a ticket for it, mustn't I? Right, any road up. Then we have whatever this is. I'm looking at the back. I think it's Lemming Project. Yes, it is Lemming Project. What's the name of the album? Extinction. These were a pretty cool band, actually. They're quite weird. I think they were German. What would you call them? Kind of thrash, kind of death metal. A little bit industrially, maybe. They got interesting sound. Check these guys out if you haven't had a chance to listen to them before. On the CD, they've got another album as well, which I have on the CD. They've got a really weird song, like I think it's called Washed or something like that. It's talking about why do we wash our ass for? It's fucking weird lyrics in it. What I can make out of it, but they're a pretty cool band. Very underground, I say, not really well known about, I don't think, but they're good. Lemming Project. Check them out if you get a chance. And then some pure class fucking German thrash. Living Death. These are a bloody good band. I like these. This early album, the vocals. A lot of people don't like the vocals because they're quite thin, I suppose you call them. Thin, a little bit high. I like them though. I think they're fucking cool. Yeah, they're good. I enjoy it. And this is early thrash. Look at them on the back there. Look at the clothes they're wearing. That's yeah. Look at those trousers. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, that's Living Death. Then we have some more Living Death because you can't get enough Living Death. They're not going anymore, unfortunately. I think definitely might have come back, but I'm not sure if I don't think they're proper going concern, if you know what I mean. Again, I can't remember if I saw these guys live or not. Did they even play in England, in London? I got a feeling I might have seen them at the Marquee, but no way of knowing. If anyone remembers seeing these guys in London, let me know, and I can maybe it will trigger it might trigger a spark. What little brain cells are in there? They are in there still, but they need a spark or a reminder to sort of get them flowing and make them remember things. So yeah, if you saw Living Death in London, let me know what year it was, who was supporting, and maybe that will fire up the brain cell again. And yeah, this is another cool album by them. Well, Neurosis. I think this got Sacred KO. They became Sacred KO for a while. It's one of their tracks on here. I think they had to split it up, and I think at one point there was Living Death and Sacred KO, two bands with playing the same songs. I imagine. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I could be mistaken again. Again, the old brain cell isn't what it used to be, and it was never good to begin with. But yeah, bloody good band. And finally, for this lot of vinyl, we have a French death metal band. Awesome. It's Loud Blast. Sublime Dementia. Sublime Dementia. That's what I've got probably, Sublime Dementia. That's sad, but possibly true. I hope it's not true. Please don't let me get dementia. I don't want to get dementia. Just yeah. Anyway, enough of my bollocks and stupidness. This is Loud Blast. Awesome cover. Awesome music inside. If you haven't heard these guys before, do yourself a favour and check them out. Kind of technical death metal, really cool stuff. Yeah, check them out. That's it. I'm off. That was the end of the vinyl for this week. This has been my K's and my L's. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with one of them old tapes. Back on Thursday with Free Metal Thursday. And don't forget, I may have to repeat this very, very often, but it's very important. Go and listen to my podcast, High Speed Hangover Podcast. The link is down below for the blog. On the blog, you'll find all my old videos, all my live videos that I've taken, all my vinyl videos, all my demo tape videos. Yeah, check them all out, but especially check out the podcast. Go and like all the bands on my podcast as well, because, you know, this is what it's all about, spreading the word of these cool bands. Anyway, I'm off. I'll be back soon. Sooner than you think. Sooner than you want, maybe. I don't know. Who cares?